Welcome back, my lovely people. So, I am currently running the dev branch of the game, and if you saw my last update video, you'll know that there is a soil update out. At the minute, this is before the hotfixes, which are expected to be tomorrow at the time of recording. So obviously there are a few little things that we do have to kind of negotiate around. One of them that I didn't actually touch on in the update video because hopefully it's going to be patched out anyway. But one of them is going to be the rock truck. Okay. So the rock truck will lose all of its loads when it tilts beyond 10 degrees. The ore lock does not work with the new soil, so we can't use the ore lock to stop us from spilling everything. But we can drive backwards, and driving backwards will save us a little bit of ore. It'll save us quite a bit of ore, to be fair. Not just a little bit of ore. It'll save us quite a bit of ore. So I have been running up and down a little bit, and I have been losing a lot of ore. And then luckily somebody mentioned it in the Discord, and the developer was like, oops, I kind of forgot that bit. The rock truck will currently empty at 10 degrees. If you're not on the dev mode, your rock truck will empty if it tips beyond 30 degrees. So you guys are okay. But this thing, oh yeah, so bad. It's not happening at the minute. Little bit of an update about what I'm trying to achieve here, although it's pretty bad, as we just miss everything because I'm trying to do too many things at once. Oh, we'll just throw that over there. I didn't want it anyway. Right, brilliant. So, prime example. What I was planning to do here is widen this out. So I'm probably going to take out this, not necessarily the whole wall, but like a little bit sideways so that we are wider, so that I've got enough room to turn the rock truck around inside the hole at the very least. But for the meantime, reason why I want to do that actually, so the idea might not actually work because it might be too much space required, but this vein doesn't go any wider than what it currently is in either direction. I do not want to go that side because that'll go underneath the helipad and things will get confusing. I wish to go out that way. So I wish to go out that way, and then we're going to make our I don't know, it's like a European road that goes up a mountain, so it's like a little whooshy figure of eight kind of goes down and go, it's hard to explain, but basically it's like it'll go down, looping down and down and down as this goes down and down and down. That's the intention, unless we get machinery and there's a different way of doing it, because I don't see me just digging a hole constantly down, and regardless of what I do, I'm still going to need the space anyway. So I was thinking about maybe we could blast it out, but the way that the current dirt / new dirt is going, it's easier to dig it out, so we might do that. This little thing was an attempt with the old systems bulldozer, and it went. I'm just no good with the bulldozers, I'm not gonna lie. New system bulldozer is okay. There is a little bit of teething issues with it at the moment, which fingers crossed will be fixed day after today. But, so two things going on here. This was a slope that goes down and round so that I could get the rock truck down here. It also was supposed to have like a second road here, which, as you can see, is full of spillage. But we were going to drive down here, and this was supposed to be flat so that the truck would park where it is, and then I'd have a ramp here that the front end loader could go up and would tip into the truck, which would be weighted nicely slightly lower so that it'd fill up okay. But as you can see, things are a little bit of a mess at the minute. So one thing at a time, I feel like we should dig it out because it will just dig out a lot easier with the new soil system. So I'll kind of get this all sorted and cleared up. I've changed the front end loader again. I've gone for the more flat scoopy thing. Flat scoopy bucket seems to do I don't know, does better when I do some certain things, and the teethy one does better when I do other things, and I don't honestly know what's going on, if it makes any difference. I'm not going to lie to you, but we keep on swapping them out, see what the Watley is. That was, like I say, after I bought the dozer to try and attempt to doze this stuff, and that didn't work. Likewise, this isn't working either, as we are sliding down the hill. But there are a few tweaks that are required, and there are a few tweaks that will be coming out to the dev branch anyway. Like the developer, I think his name's Christian. I'm sure I've seen somebody call him Christian. I keep calling him Christian. I hope it is. Has already said in Discord that there's a few tweaks here and there that need to be done. Like this needs to be addressed, that needs to be addressed, kind of thing. So I'm not particularly worried. I know a lot of people will stress out. Change is never good, sort of thing. But for me, where we are at the moment, I'm okay with. I can live with it. The guy's putting the work in to make the changes happen, so you can't fault that. He didn't even need to do this update. Now, okay. So a few people have sort of said that they preferred the old style. Fingers crossed, Mr. Developer has said that it might be fairly easy to implement both systems. So you will be able to pick which system you use, the old voxel lump based system or the new system, depending on which vehicle you are driving. So that'll be kind of cool, because it means from a digging point of view, if you prefer to see the bucket fill up, you can have the voxels. But from a dump truck point of view, because I like the new dump truck visual, I think it's beautiful. So you could have that new dump truck visual with the old rock truck kind of way of collecting stuff. So I think that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I can't quite afford a bulldozer. So let's sell the truck. This is what I've been doing actually. So little sneak. We'll go in here and I've been taking everything off. Now, I don't think/know if this has made any difference to the price that I sell the loader at. Oh, I didn't take the wheels off. Most didn't. I did. Yeah, I don't think/know if it's made any difference to the price that I sell the loader at. But yeah, I've been kind of cheeky a bit here by selling all of this stuff independently. Now, I don't know if it makes a difference or not, like I say. But we'll see what we're going to do here. Let's go for a 500, because I've read somewhere that the 400 is a little bit of a hiccup at the minute. There's a 500 and the 800 or whatever are a little bit better. So we no longer have any click for cut, click for carry. It's on the controls. So that's going to be fun. See if we can't make a mistake here and screw the pooch this way. There's so much that I can't actually see where it was that I was supposed to be leveling out. It's somewhere here, and if I go head for that tree, go straight. So let's lower this down. A little bit tricky. Grabbing. That's okay, we can dump. Yeah, we can dump. So if you saw my update video, you'd have seen I was using bulldozer of, I think it's 400, and it just couldn't get rid of everything that was on the push plate. So it was a little bit screwy. Ooh. Like that there. What's happening there? Empty. Come on. Can you empty? No. Ah. You can empty there. Okay, cool. So I don't know why we've ended up with big holes there, though. We were only trying to push. Come on. Ooh. We do seem to bump over a few bumps and not really pick up an awful lot. Nice to fill in these little holes. Hey, that worked. Better than expected. Put the bucket down. Blade. It's a blade, isn't it? Of course it is. Give things a push. Things a push. Do, 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 do. Just dump all that down. It sort of works. It lags a bit when it's unloading, if it is what you'd call it. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, see, now we're hitting bumps and not got that maneuverability that we want. Just a little bit interesting. But like I said, this should be completely different again in tomorrow or today. Next time I see you. Push some stuff around. I would get the grader, but the grader is far too expensive. Now we're crabbing sideways. Not having much fun here. So maybe we will sell this one and get the 400. I know that the 400 is a little bit wild, but potentially it'll do what we want it to do, even if it is a little bit violent. Yep, let's do that. Okay, so I will sell this here. We might as well sell. Thank you for your time. And then we'll run back up. So it's this bad boy here. Mr. 400. I think he has a little bit of a temper. I think it's the easiest way to describe it. Maybe not. He also sinks down. He also sinks through. Oh, you weren't doing this earlier. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh. Can't quite round out that lump there. Ooh. There we go, that might have it. No. Not quite. Can bounce around a little bit. We're a little bit stuck. Nope, not enjoying this. Dagnabbit, I thought it was going to be easier. It was easier in my test world. I guess because this is probably loose dirt, whether that makes a difference or not. I mean, it seems to be doing right here. Whether or not it should be making a difference, that's a different story, but... I'm getting launched all over the shop. Well darn and blasted. Okay, well, that did not have the desired outcome. So, so that, we'll go get our truck back. Damn and blast. You win some, you lose some, I guess. It's the easiest way. Just get the wheels on. We'll just get them off first. Go sell these back. We don't need these. Might as well get rid of them. Back it up and hopefully, come on, get some bite. No, I'm asking a lot of you there. Hopefully we can sort of fill in any of these areas here. Do it this way. Yeah, that's sort of not what I wanted it to do, but we'll get there. And then if we slide it forward. Slide it forward. Come on, don't stop. No idea what we're bouncing around on over here. We can't just kind of make some sort of flatter plate out this way instead. Well, there you go. That's failed miserably, hasn't it? Run away, run away, run away. Put the brake on. But the good news is, at least, that it does actually make it easier to dig the soil. Digging, I promise you, digging is so much easier. Everything else, thought it was going to be easier until I came onto the save, and now it wants to play silly with us and make things a little bit more tricky for us, but it's not a big problem. There'll be some creases ironed out, and then we'll see what happens next, I guess. Let's just pat this all down for now. Oh my days, what a mess I've made. You know, if we put that down there while we dig this out, we should be alright. Right? Ooh, that was a good sell. Maybe. 10 tons. Maybe not. I think it's easier to dig it out than it is to kind of flatten it out with the dozer. We do have a lag. Okay, so what I'm noticing is when we're tipping it into the rock truck and you've got like a selection, it's the supposed selection of ores or something in your bucket. So see what I mean when I go scoop up the next scoop, right? I'm going to get some coal, I'm going to get some dirt, pay dirt. I'm going to get a good old selection of stuff. And you'll see it. You probably won't feel it because your guys are watching. But it's very, very obvious when you're playing the game that when I'm scooping, I'm getting some coal, getting some dirt, get some dirt, get some pay dirt at some point. Pay dirt there. Right, and I go take this over to the dump truck. What happens when I'm pouring it into the back of the truck is the bucket and the dump truck change colour depending on what I'm putting in. So it's aware that we've got multiple different resources on us, and it goes, okay, so you're going to put it in here. Now what happens is, if I start to tip this, it starts to change through the colours. I start to lag because of all these different actions that are happening. So it's trying to pour all the different voxels into the tipper at the same time it's trying to change everything's colour over. So we do get quite a big chunk of lag kicking in when all that's going on. I wonder if that's something that they can optimise or change or something there. I imagine it would be. A lot of stuff like this is optimisable. It's not the end of the world or anything like that, but you know, it's just a little bit unfortunate. Come on, keep digging. We don't want to be sloping down, we want to be going up because we want to be looking at getting out of here. So close. Come on. We'll just chase that ripple all the way up to the top maybe. Yeah, there we go. If I could do the same thing again, widen it up a little bit, I might actually be able to get the rock truck in there then. In the way that I wanted to. It's a little bit lower. So we should be able to be tipping into it. You can feel the lag quite a lot actually. But I will say, not spilt so much as I usually do. Which is a big change for me. I'm usually throwing ores all over the place. Or dirt, or you know what I mean. Making a mess anyway. So that's grand. Just turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. There we go. Almost. Almost. There we go. Missed. Missed a lot. There we go. It's tricky. It is tricky. I'm not gonna lie. It's tricky. Come on, play ball. Now you're going to stay there? Okay, that's not too bad. I've got somewhat of a ditch or a flat area or something. I'll just keep digging and pushing this mound further around so that hopefully I can smoothen it out on the entry. Things are going in the right direction. Awesome tricks. I did think about putting some flooring down, or some foundations, whatever anybody wants to call them. But when I tried to do that before, it was just a nightmare, wasn't it? Because I can't get this level. I'm trying to eyeball everything to like make a hillside level is not really, not my forte. So, Scoopy McScoopy. Yeah, just like that. And if we could take this big nodule out here. Ooh, close. Come on. Yeah. That should be okay for a small start. Get the front end loader up it, so bit of a bounce. Might be a little bit steep, but we'll see how it goes. Stick it into crawl gear so we're not tomahawking down. Was a bit bumpy there, it's a bit bumpy there. But another $3 for a start. What we like over here? Yeah, we're on the wonk. A little bit crooked, but it's actually, hopefully, heading in the right direction. Does this work? Yeah, it does. A little bit uneven, but oop, sugar lump. It's a little bit uneven because I made it, so can't expect anything different than that, being honest. Once I figure out how to use the equipment properly, then maybe it won't be so crazy. Ooh, that was a good filler-upper. Now I'm somewhat happy with this progress, if you can call it that I have made with that little bit of a loading area. So I won't stress you guys out too much with this new soil. So I'll wait for the hot fixes to come in, see what they bring, and then we'll have a look, see what happens next time. So for now, I'm going to try and keep digging anyway. I don't think you guys are going to miss too much. Seems to be a very big hole, so I should imagine there's plenty more digging to be happening. But for the moment, I'm just going to load this up, run it back to the sorter, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this new soil. Take it easy. Bye.